Hi, it's Natalie from That Christmas Autism Girl. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Miss Marvel comic book series that I just finished a week ago maybe, and comparing it to the trashy Miss Marvel TV series. So the Miss Marvel comic book series, she's an Inhuman, and she gets her powers when the Terrigen Mist come through Jersey City, where she's from. And she has the ability to shapeshift, embiggen, shrink, and heal herself, which is in her true form. And it's really cool. And that's what the first one's about. And she tells this secret to her best friend Bruno. And slowly her friendship with Bruno starts to deteriorate throughout the comics. And then they reconcile and end up becoming friends, and she likes him, and he deteriorates because he likes her. She doesn't until later. So, yeah, and then also another really cool feature in the comics is her fighting villains and trying to keep her life a secret from her friends. But then she ends up telling them, and they already know. And then her just figuring out how to be a hero. It's really cool, and I love it. Very well written, fun artwork. I love how they did her relationship with Captain Marvel. And yeah, and for the first comic book is called No Normal. It's really good. It's the one where she has her origin story. Then Generation Y is the second one. It's kind of like her leaving her double life and trying to figure things out. Number 3 is Crushed, and she likes this guy, but turns out he's a villain, and so with the Inhumans, so she befriends the giant dog named Lockjaw who can teleport her places. And then Inhuman leader Medusa assigns her to Lockjaw to look after her. And then in the fourth one, she fights to save the world with Captain Marvel. And then the 5th one, she kind of creates copies of herself and ends up disastrous. And then in the 6th one is when things really start to go south for her. Bruno cuts off his friendship with her because of what her double life has been doing to him. He's in love with her. She rejected him, so he dated this other girl, and then she believes she does what Captain Marvel wants, even though she knows it's wrong. And then Captain Marvel leaves, and their relationship is kind of not so good in this part. And then 7, she's kind of alone, trying to figure things out. Number 8, she meets Red Dagger and decides that the city doesn't need her and goes into hiding. Then number 9, her friends kind of take over the Miss Marvel mantle, pretend to be Miss Marvel to keep things going because she gave them hope. And she comes back to her life, and she reconciles with Bruno after she kisses Red Dagger. Well, he kisses her, but then she realizes she likes Bruno. And then they reconcile. They decide to be friends. They figure out the way her powers work. And number 10, they figure out that her molecules are time traveling. And she borrows mutations from her. She borrows molecules from her past and future selves. So that's pretty cool. So she's time traveling without realizing it. So that's a summary of the Miss Marvel. I would rate this, I'd probably rate it a 9.5 out of 10. Solid. Good storytelling. I love her. Takes me through an emotional roller coaster. The fact that she's Inhuman is pretty awesome. And her relationship with Bruno is just really cool. So the trashy, I wanted to review compare it to the trashy Miss Marvel TV series. So I had really high expectations of the Miss Marvel TV series. I was still reading the comics at this point, and it was terrible. First of all, they didn't make her Inhuman. She was actually a mutant, which you don't realize until the last episode, the 6th episode. They don't really cover her relationship with Bruno. It's kind of like this side little, like he's there, but he's not important to her backstory or to her story like he is in the comics. They are a jinn, so related to the jinn. Somehow, these evil spirits, they're from another world, and then the whole Red Dagger thing's different. And I know they're going to take some creative directions when they make movies and stuff, but it was trashy, and it was really bad. The storytelling was bad. The fact that they changed too many things from the comics that were already perfect, pretty much perfect. I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. And they made it horrible. And she fights the government in the last episode. And her powers are different. She's not a shape-shifting and beginner or healer. She has energy construct, something weird like that, from a magical bangle. And super weird. So I was not a fan of the Miss Marvel series. And I give it it's not even worthy of being rated. But if I were to rate it, I give it a 1.5 out of 10. It was so bad. It was trash. So, plus the actress wasn't really that good. I'm sorry, but she wasn't. And I really just didn't like it at all. So, yeah. But on another note, Miss Marvel, the comic book series, is awesome. You should read it. And it's like if you want some really good storytelling and good artwork, read the Miss Marvel comic book series. There are 10 of them that I've read. The whole series is 10. I think there's like another series, a 3-part other series. I haven't read them yet, but I may one day. So that's all for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Send me an email. See you next time. Bye.